thing called Yoga at the Natural History Museum a couple of days ago, and I was like, why don't I just randomly sign up? Might be fun. And so I did, and I had very little expectations, but oh my god, you guys. In my 4 years of living in London, that was one of my most surreal London experiences. That was so cool. Just look at this. Anyway, I felt it's been a really long time since we last properly catched up, properly did things together, not just short video but long form video. So welcome, the vlog is back. I guess a natural place to start is Maddie, how are you doing? And thank you for asking, I'm doing well. I feel a lot of what was going through my mind last year was what is my life gonna be like after uni? Do I currently like what I'm doing? And this year I feel a lot more settled in what I do. I love what I do. I love my job. Another thing that's been consuming a lot of my mind lately has been that I really want to do more with my 20s. So I really want to spend my 20s exploring, doing cool stuff, traveling the world. And although I'm very happy with how my life is currently looking, I feel I'm not doing enough. And I think the issue is that I love just staying in my flat. I love being at home. I love not necessarily going out. And so I want to get better at doing things and pushing myself and doing things that will create memories in my 20s. And one of those things is definitely traveling more. I really want to go to South America. And so I've been trying to set up a little bit of a plan in terms of how I'm gonna afford it, where I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna go there, because filling your 20s with experiences isn't gonna happen just by itself. You need to actively do something about it. Another change, I guess, in my life since we last spoke is that I've started going to therapy. So I've been quite open about the fact that I struggle with anxiety, and in the summer it kind of came to the point where I was I'm done with trying to deal with this alone. It's not helping. I want to talk to someone who could help me, give me advice, someone to talk it out with. So I started regularly going to a therapist in, I think it was June or July. And before I get more into exactly how therapy has helped me so far, I do want to introduce the very fitting paid partner of this video, which is BetterHelp. So BetterHelp connects you to a credentialed therapist who is trained to listen and give helpful advice. Having someone listen and give advice on what's happening in those situations where I get my bursts of anxiety has been the most helpful thing for me. I've learned so much about how I react and why I react that way, as well as coping mechanisms for actually dealing with it. And simultaneously through that, I've learned so much more about myself, which has helped me become a better version of myself to the people around me. And BetterHelp truly makes therapy so accessible. They offer so many options like video call, phone call, and even messaging, so that you can have therapy in the way that you're most comfortable with. And they even help you match with your right therapist. You just fill out this easy questionnaire to work out what your therapy needs are. And the great thing is, if the first therapist you're matched with doesn't feel like the right fit, you can easily switch to a new therapist at no additional cost. Going to therapy has been the best thing that I've done for my mental health this year, and I can't recommend it enough wherever you're going through in life. And BetterHelp makes getting help so easy and accessible for you. You can visit betterhelp.com/macerly or click the link in the description box below. And if you click that link, you're not only helping support this channel, but you also get 10% off your first month with BetterHelp. Final step to my routine, spritz, spritz. Oh my god, okay, so I was just on the way to head out, and then the door rang, and I was like, that's strange, I didn't order anything. It's flowers. This is so exciting! There's instructions on how to do it as well. Your vase with 1/3 clean room temperature water. Look, it's opening. It turned out so nice. Oh my god. Okay, I'll try that one then. That sounds good. I'll just sit near the window. A fun fact about where we lived last year is that I didn't know this from before, but if you live in a super residential area in London, you're gonna get a lot of Halloween visitors, mostly because a lot of London isn't really residential, and so if you're a kid there, it's not really easy to go around and go trick-or-treating. So a lot of these kids end up going to the residential areas, aka where I was living last year, and I ran out of 5 boxes of these. It was insane. Our neighbors had 20, they also ran out. It was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. But I did talk to my neighbors this year,
and they said that there's not that many kids coming through, so I'm gonna get 2 boxes, and if that's too much, that's okay, but at least I have like some spare if there's too many kids coming. We made chocolate covered strawberries yesterday and we have some remaining chocolate left, so we're going to try to make hot chocolate for our pumpkin carving. It looks a bit weird. I feel like I'm slowly getting better at this latte art thing. Like, this isn't bad. I couldn't tell you what it is though, but it is something. Anyway, good morning you guys. It is the day after Halloween. Yesterday was kind of crazy. I was anticipating that there wouldn't be like that many kids, but surprisingly we had like not as many as last year, thank God, but we did run out of our 2 boxes around 6:30 p.m. and then Theo bought another box and we almost ran out of that as well, so not as crazy as last year, but there were a lot more kids than I was thinking like in advance. We obviously, yes, put the pumpkins out. Like, there's a few schools around where we live, but I've never seen like that many kids living in this exact area because there's just a lot of flats and like, you know, apartments and stuff, so I was a bit surprised to see that many kids like around. So we're actually looking for some local honey because we ran out of like the 5 tins we had because we both had colds in the past week, so we're gonna try to find some honey.
Yeah, Hertfordshire honey, looks good.
What did you get?
A soba tea.
And I got a cappuccino from Monaco. They were recording an ad or something like right next to us, I think.
Like a commercial.
Like a commercial. Actually though, it's been a while since I've seen like a movie recording in London. It used to be like once a month at least I'd see like a movie or like a series being recorded, like and I walk past it and I'd see like the actors or whatever. That doesn't happen in a very, very long time. But I guess there's one now. The car's coming back. Fun. I feel like the fact that the sun sets so early now and like there's Christmas lights everywhere just makes it feel so much like Christmas. Anyway, I'm meeting my friend Kate for our favorite place to go for dinner in London, Bone Daddy's.
Hi! Hi everybody, my name is Kate. I'm graduating tomorrow and that's why we're friends. Same existential crisis, you know.
That is true. She has amazing content, by the way. Definitely check her out on TikTok and Instagram. She's amazing. Of course, we both ordered the T22. Surprise, surprise. Good morning, you guys. I talked in the beginning of this video about how I really want to push myself this year, and I feel like this video is me trying to like go a little bit out of my comfort zone and push myself. And so I was like, why don't I sit down this morning and start planning this trip that I want to do to South America. So I'll tell you kind of what research I've done so far this morning. So I already know that it's going to be a solo trip. The reason for that is that my boyfriend has a full-time job, so he can't really leave the office for more than like 2 weeks. Most of my friends also have full-time corporate jobs, so same thing for them, they can't leave the office for that long. I already did like my first ever solo trip at the beginning of this year, and although I loved everything about that, I do wish that I'd had someone to kind of push me a little bit more, someone who was local who could like kind of guide me around or just something like that, So what I'm planning for this trip is that I want to do like a group backpacking excursion. So the organizations I've been looking at is We Road. I've seen their ads like all over the tube. They do trips to Bolivia, Chile, Mexico, Argentina, Costa Rica. And the other organization I've been looking at is Gals Who Travel. I follow Bronte King, and she has this concept where like girls only can travel together like as a trip, and they organize trips to like, I think it's Costa Rica, Philippines, Thailand, like a couple of different places. Yeah, both those trips look really good, and what I love about it is that like there's no like flight ticket home, so what you can do after the trip is over is you can kind of stay in the country. I really want to like go to a hotel or go to a hostel and just like do some more exploring after the trip is over. That's what I have down for now. I'm gonna look more into it, and please let me know in the comment section below if you've ever been to South America before, and if you've ever traveled alone before, like what organizations you used, how your experience was with them, especially like as a girl. It's always a little bit more scary, but yeah, that's what I have so far. It is literally like the most perfect autumn day today. I feel like we had we had such a long summer in London because it was warm until like October, like literally like 25 degrees until October, and then it like none of the leaves were falling, like it wasn't like autumn, and then suddenly now it's just so pretty outside.
Orange and red, yeah.
Hello! This is so cute! Chocolate ice cream and affogato. I love this place so much, and these as well. I'm going to my friend Louise's to have like a cute little girls' night, and then we might go out later. I'm not sure. I feel like the issue with like winter, it being cold outside and like having a fun like social life is just that I never want to leave the house because it's so cold. It isn't motivating me to go out, you know? It's like motivating me to stay inside and hide in the duvet. Just doing a simple makeup look. I also lost my like spoolie for my eyebrows, so don't judge me. But I've been using this instead because actually combs do a really good job of like lifting your eyebrows. I know that probably looks insane, but it does work, I promise. This is how I'm gonna be covering up to not freeze to death on my way there. My little outfit with the top underneath.